They're advising the Prime Minister on how he could go to war. Going into the National Security Council, not just senior ministers like the Foreign Secretary and the Defence Secretary, accompanied by the Chief of the Defence Staff, the head of MI6 too. This was the message at the end of their meeting.
This is the first use of chemical warfare in the 21st century. It has to be unacceptable. We have to confront something that is a war crime, something that is a crime against humanity. If we don't do so, then we will have to confront even bigger war crimes in the future.
But at the same time as he was chairing that meeting, the Prime Minister was announcing he wanted to give the United Nations another chance, as he put it, to live up to its responsibilities on Syria. Downing Street said Britain had drafted a resolution for the UN condemning the attack by the Assad regime and authorising all necessary measures under Chapter 7 of the UN Charter to protect civilians from chemical weapons. That will go to the permanent members of the UN Security Council, but as Russia's one of the members there, it'll almost certainly be blocked. The head of the UN today, speaking in the Palace of Peace in The Hague, was trying to slow the march to war, saying inspectors in Syria had to be allowed to carry on.
The team needs time to do its job. Here in the Peace Palace, let us say, give peace a chance.
In Damascus, those UN inspectors are still gathering evidence. Today, Syria accused Western powers of helping rebels stage the chemical attack. London and Washington, though, say they have the intelligence that proves the opposite.
For we know that the Syrian regime are the only ones who have the weapons, have used chemical weapons multiple times in the past, have the means of delivering those weapons.
Stalemate at the UN, intelligence dossiers, weapons inspectors at work. This is reminding many of the run-up to the war in Iraq, and as MPs prepare to vote tomorrow, that memory weighs heavily.
I know very many people who voted for the Iraq war, not because they were convinced, but out of loyalty to Tony Blair, and they regret it to this day. In the end, MPs have to do what is best for the country.
Meanwhile, the killing has continued in Syria. 100,000 have died in this war already. Entering into it in any way brings huge risks.